This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice, I will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made. Everybody, this is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Good morning, Adrian. Hambrick Brick Nation is in the house this morning. Listen, Brick. Listen, man. There's something that should happen in our lives when transformation is and has taken place. Brick, put in the chat what? Everybody put in the chat what? What should take place when transformation happens or has happened in our life? Well, first and foremost, let's define transformation. Transformation according to Chat GPT. Chat GPT. Good morning, Kamika Williams, kinfolk. Good morning. Kamika, as you're traveling, and if you're not traveling yet, put your business in the chat so everybody can see who they need to connect with as relates to travel and business, because this is a platform where we want all to walk in prosperity. Good morning, Valina. Good morning to you. Hambrick has put in the chat what? What should happen to us and through us when transformation is taking place? Remember, when we're just full of spiritual activity, but it's not transforming us, we are missing a vital part of our emotional maturity. Good morning, Tanja. Emotional maturity. Everybody put that in the chat. Emotional maturity. When we are just going through the motions and doing a lot of things for things' sake, but we are not adjusting and making necessary the adjustments, our emotional maturity is at stake. And I want us to be emotionally mature. Here's why. Here's why, Hambrick, and I hate asking why questions so early. You need to mature your emotions because of this. According to the text, this text right here, according to Emotional Healthy Church, the book that we have beside us, the book states that where your emotions are, that's where you are spiritually in that moment. I'll rest on that. Where your emotions are, that's where you are spiritually in that moment. In that moment, that's why we have to have emotional maturity. We have to mature emotionally. We have to, because in the event we do not, boom. our spirits can become stuck in a place that where there's no forward progress. Our emotions can become, our spirit can be stuck in a place where there's no forward progress. So Valina, I need to mature my emotions. It's funny, when we were growing up, we always told people to grow up. Then we got a little older, we still tell people to grow up. And now we get into this space and place, Shannon, where we're grown. All of us right here are grown. And guess what? I still need to grow up. Paul said it best: when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I reasoned as a child. But when I became a man, I had to put away some childish things. So let me pause. Let me pause and ask everybody right now on FB to hit at highlight and at followers for me. Please share the video. Please share this. Because today we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere today. We're going deeper today than we did yesterday, because you and I are at a place now where we have a lot of activity, but there is very little growth emotionally. And now, thank you, Kamika. Thank you, Shannon. Everybody do that for us. And now, Kamika, we have grown even in our walk in the church, in our church life, and our emotions are still all over the place. We have the most emotional maturity of a teenager, and here we are almost 50. And some of us are 50 and still emotionally immature. Kenny, you missed a Bible study last night, man. When I tell you, you missed one last night. And Kenny, you know our favorite saying: if you don't get this, you don't get this. And I'm telling you, we got it last night. Kenny, we was in the fellowship hall and it went down last night. So that's me talking to Kenny. Thank you, Kamika. Everybody on Facebook, would you do that for me, please? Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Erica. She done it as well. I gotta do this, Toya. I have to do this, y'all. I have to do this. And it is what it is. And I should have put this on. I should have taken a better picture of this. Question 9. I am able to thank God for all of my past life experiences, seeing how He has used them to uniquely shape me into who I am. I'm able to thank God for all, not some, but all. And Toya, let me just say this: I'm not there yet. That's why I come on Capri Cares, because I'm experiencing some things now that I have yet, because of my emotional immaturity, because I want to stay in my feelings. I don't want to thank God for. Am I talking? Am I talking to somebody today? I get in my feelings and my spirit gets stuck in a place that's only going to last for a moment. Knowing that in that moment where I get stuck, I lose momentum and traction. And now Kamika and Adrian and Tanya, Toya, now that I've lost traction, I've actually done what Jeremiah said in Jeremiah 7:24. Y'all put that in the chat. Jeremiah 7:24. Jeremiah 7:24. Jeremiah 7:24. Let's go here. We going here today. So we going here today. Jeremiah 7:24. Here it is. Here it is, Erica. They hearkened not, nor incline their ear. Y'all ready for this? But walked in the counsels and the imaginations of their evil heart, and went backward, not forward. Y'all didn't shout, Kamika. Y'all didn't shout. We didn't even know that was in the Bible. How delivered people, and we all been delivered, how delivered people can lose direction because of emotion. Delivered folk like you and I, disciplined folk like you and I, devoted folk like you and I can lose direction because of emotion. The counsel of their heart. And remember, your emotions gives your heart a voice. Therefore, Satan will make me feel something that I don't feel so that I can start trying to feel something I don't need to feel. I'm going to stop. Let's just stop right there. Can we stop right there, Kamika? Can we stop right there? Tanja, can we stop right there? Toya, can we stop right there? Erica, can we stop right there? Erica, holla, glory. Satan is now working on my feelings to keep me stuck in something I don't need to feel, so I can reach for something I don't need to feel. Toya, yeah, stop it. Yeah. It's right here. It's right here, Valina. Feelings, right, might not be facts, but my feelings are my reality in that moment. And Satan wants to become just as much as real in our reality as God is real in our reality. Therefore, Satan will allow us or entice us or aggravate us to feel something we don't need to feel so we can feel something that we don't really need. Okay. So I let's go back here, Kamika. Come on. Y'all look at question 9. Am I able to thank God for all my past life experiences? Because they shaping me. Number 1, everybody answer. Not very true. Number 2, sometimes true. Number 3, mostly true. Number 4, very true. Mm, 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 mm. Let me put a 2 in here right now. I'm gonna answer for me. I'm answering for me. I got a 2. I got a 2. Cause I gotta get out of me. I gotta get out of me. I gotta get out of me, and I gotta get this out off of me. I gotta get out of me, and I have to get this off of me. I have to get this off of me. I really do. I have to get this off of me, because Kamika, if I don't get this off of me, I will never get this out of me. And the longer I allow this stuff to stay in me, remember, it marinates in my flesh from yesterday. And the longer the meat marinate, the better it tastes. And now my senses, come on, y'all ain't shouting with me today. Now my senses is all thrown off because I have not gotten this out of me so I can get this off of me. Come on, Toya. Come on, Valina. Come on. Come on. Come on. Valina, you're a cook. You need to tell them. If the meat marinates, it soaks up all the flavor. And when something begins to marinate in my flesh, like on your, we talked about this, y'all. When something begins to marinate in my flesh, it's become, listen, my feelings get manipulated by my flesh now. So 7:14, Jeremiah, got some scripture now. You and I can be delivered, but lose direction because of our emotions. Come on. That's why, let's read it. We got work to do, y'all. We got work to do today, and I'm going to land my plane at some point. Kamika, but y'all making me work today, and I don't mind working. Not like that. This is good work. Ignoring our emotions is turning our back on reality. Now I'm about to say something, Lena, and we just gonna have to take off running. Some of the relationships that we find ourselves not enjoying, we felt it on the front end. We knew it on the front end. But what do we do? Everybody put in the chat what? What? Everybody put in the chat what? I'm gonna wait on y'all response. Everybody put in the chat what? Erica said this is flatlining today. We knew it, we felt it on the front end, but what did we do? Toya, we ignored our emotions. We ignored what God gave us to help us meet in our reality. So here's what I did, Toya, and I got this from a coach. Here's what I did. And in the event she tells me to reveal her identity, I will. She says this: we fall in love with the fantasy of the person that doesn't exist. You really didn't like them, but you fell in love with the fantasy. And now, because you have romanticized, here's what she said: I've romanticized the fantasy. I fell in love with a thought that wasn't even real. It's in the book. It's in the book, y'all. It's in the book. Imaginations. Erica, we fell in love. We romanticized something that was fictitious. It wasn't even real. I need to be facetious. I need to be facetious. I need to be facetious. Allow me to be facetious, farcical, and sardonic. Their nails were not real. Their lashes were not real. Their eyebrows were not real. Their hair was not real. Now you have other appendages and members of their body is not real. You have fallen in love with something that's not real. You romanticize fiction. And now, when you have to deal with reality, you don't even know the person that is the real person because you romanticized, Pastor Boo, that which was not real. And here we are trying to counsel folk on a fantasy. Let me tell you something. When you come looking for advice from grandmama, pastor, friend, neighbor, cousin, therapist, they cannot give you advice on fictitious stuff. When it's in your heart, there it is right here. Imaginations of your evil heart. And here God has given us emotions because it's in those emotions where he wants to meet us. He wants those emotions to become reality. And now reality is where he meets us. But now that I've ignored my emotions or turned my back on my emotions, now I'm asking God not to meet me. I said this in Bible study, Perry, and let's say it again. Let's read this one more time. Are y'all still with me? Everybody who just came in, everybody, if you have not hit at highlight and at followers, please do so on FB. Hamburg, I know you about to get off of here. I hope you talk about some of this stuff over there in TikTok. Here it is. Ignoring our emotions is turning our back on reality. Listening to our emotions ushers us into reality. Reality is where we meet God. Emotions are the language of the soul. They are the cry that gives the heart a voice. However, trailer, we often turn a deaf ear through emotional denial. Y'all ain't shouting. Emotional distortion and emotional disengagement. Man, are y'all seeing that? We strain out anything disturbing in order to gain tenuous control of our inner world. Do y'all hear that? Emotional denial. Come on, emotional denial, emotional distortion, emotional disengagement. And then we ask ourselves this question: why do I attract the people I attract? Because you've turned your back on your reality. And you have disengaged with your reality. You've disengaged with your Imago Dei, with the God in you. So therefore, you will allow that imagination to marinate in your flesh. And the longer it marinates in your flesh, you begin to romanticize something that's fictitious. You romanticize something that doesn't even exist. So now you in a relationship with a person, and the person that you in a relationship with is not the person that you in a relationship with. I wish we were in church right now. I would tell you to turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, the person that you think you in a relationship with is not the person you in a relationship with. And that does not have to do always with boo and bae. It can be your spouse. It can be your children. It can be your brother. It can be your mother, your cousin, your friend, your bae, your boo, your subordinate. The person we have romanticized. The person that is fictitious. The person that we are calling on for advice and company and attachment is not the person that we in relationship with. Now that is real, but that emotion that I'm allowing to marinate in my flesh is so manipulative. Why is it manipulative? Erica said, "Come on, huh?" Bye, kinfolk. Thank you, cuz. Do what you got to do. Erica, can we do this one more time? Let's read it one more time. Trailer. We often turn a deaf ear through emotional denial. Emotional denial, emotional distortion, or disengagement. I'll give you this one for free. You know Nuck Nuck ain't worth a quarter, but you will argue with me about your child. He wouldn't do such a thing. Why would you say he wouldn't do such a thing? Because you are denying the fact that, guess what? He did what I said he did, and you just don't want to admit that, guess, you have not put the right structures in place. So you romanticize a relationship. You fall in love with an idea and an imagination from a place that's not real. Yeah. Ah, okay. Okay. Y'all don't want to believe me. Y'all don't want to believe me. My child wouldn't do. Why wouldn't he do it? For 12 years, 15 years, 17 years, she has been given the blueprint. The blueprint. Y'all ain't shouting. The blueprint. I'm going to be real common of shucking and jiving. The blueprint. And here it is, my pastor. We have told people to do more. Just do more. We've encouraged all this activity. We've had another sign up for another opportunity to just deny their own emotion. And then here's the bad part, y'all. I got to go back. When you get distortions, everybody put distortions. Man, when it becomes so distorted, what? Doc, when my emotions become distorted, oh Lord, goodness gracious, trailer. I just need y'all to marinate on that for a minute. When my emotions become distorted, just marinate. It now that it is distortions. Here it is. When my emotions become distorted or full of distortions, I now I now have to manipulate the vision I had for this person and myself. I have to manipulate the vision. And I have to go back, Valina, to when we were children. We had those big floor model TVs and we had the antennas. And the picture was distorted. Oh, y'all ain't shouting. And Perry, and remember as you were growing up, that big old TV on the floor, that big floor model, when you had to adjust to get the right signal. Yeah, boy, Marie, I think put me in my key, Marie, real fast. Let's go on, get out of here. How many adjustments do you have to keep making to get the vision of something that's still distorted? And you keep on adjusting, Erica, to the place and point now that you've adjusted so much, you have moved the boundaries that you initially set in place to keep everything fair. I know. We don't want this type of work. We don't want this type of work. You've made so many adjustments because of all the adjustments you have made. Now it ain't even fair. It ain't even fair. It's not fair. They get to whoo. Now we running around here crazy, cray, because we've made all the adjustments in the relationship and the picture, the vision still is distorted. Good morning, Michelle. We come on early now, 6:36, 6:35. And I have to stop making listen, I'm making all the adjustments and the picture still's not coming in. So now, Michelle, now that I'm emotionally distorted and I'm making all the adjustments, but the other people in relationship with me are not making the same adjustments, there's no reciprocity. Now that there's no reciprocity, Erica, here it is. Because there's no reciprocity in this transaction. Can I say that? Everybody's getting a mixed signal. Can somebody put in the chat mixed signals? Y'all with me today? So it's so easy for me to lose me because I romanticized something that was not real because I had emotional distortions. We got one more point, y'all. Let me move that. And then finally, it's disengagement. Y'all see that right there? Now it's disengagement. Now I'm at a whole nother place. Listen, now I have to make a hard decision about what I'm going to do about the way I feel about this. Not you anymore. Not you. It's not you. It's not them. It's not the group. It's not the gang. It's not any of that. No. No, Michelle, no, it's not them. Stop pointing the finger at them. Right here. Let's go back. Now I'm disengaged. Now I'm disengaged. I have to pretend. Watch this. I have to force myself to enjoy the company of a fictitious slash unreal person because I've romanticized something that wasn't real. It's hard for, and then they hit you with this. We not on the same page anymore. We were never on look. We didn't even have the same book. Bump the page. Oh, I got this is a new chapter in my life. What? I'm so disengaged. Oh my. Is it? Let me hush. Let me hush. Pastor Boo says stop it. Because now I need to realize that where I am emotionally is where I am spiritually. And I don't need my flesh marinated by romanticizing the fictitious. That I begin to manipulate the vision and change the boundaries so that trying to even exist in this relationship without the toxicity is almost impossible. And here's the thing. When you're dealing with that individual, I'm I'm almost willing to believe that person really cannot see how broken you have become, how you bleed, how you have been beaten emotionally. Because guess what? They're not. They are distorted. Okay. I'm landing my plane. What say y'all today? I didn't even get to what I wanted to get to today. I didn't I did, but I got to what God wanted y'all to have. It's a triumphant Thursday. Jeremiah 7:24. Everybody put that in the chat again. Michelle, read. I'm just saying, read your Bible. Read your Bible for your mind. Oh, here's your challenge. Here's your challenge. Here's your challenge. Everybody put in the chat 8. Shannon, are y'all still on? 8. Gammy, are you still on? Miss J Bird, are you still on? Everybody put in the chat the number 8. What does 8 represent? We're going to change our brains in 8 months. Our brains are going to be better. And here's how we're going to do this for Lena and Michelle and Erica and Pastor E. Boo. 2 minutes a day, we're going to affirm his nearness in our heart. Let me put this on here. Let me bring up that banner. For 2 minutes every day. For 2 minutes every day, we're going to affirm his nearness in our heart by singing and by speaking to ourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, making melody in our heart to the Lord. For 2 minutes a day, we're going to visualize God's presence in our mind. That's 4 minutes. For 2 minutes a day, we're just going to access God's nearness through prayer. That's 6 minutes. And for 2 minutes, we're going to reflect his presence in our demeanor by doing those other things. For 8 minutes every day for 8 months. And I promise you, Sister Perry and Jeremiah 7:24. 7. Put that 7 in there. I promise you, your brain's gonna change. That this is scientific, that your brain will change. If worry will eat at you, and worry, like they old folks say, you will worry yourself till you're unalive. Right? I can't say the D word. Don't worry yourself till you know what, till you're unalive. If worry can eat away at you like a canker and change your physical experiences and your physical expression, I wonder what this type of worship can do, Boo, Pastor Boo. So for 8 minutes a day, every day, for 8 months, 2 minutes, Michelle, you're going to sing. 2 minutes, you're going, 2 minutes, you're going to proclaim. 2 minutes. Let me do it this way, Mike. There ought to be some type of prayer. There ought to be a perception. That's your mind. There ought to be some promotion. That's affirming his nearness in your heart. And there ought to be some praise. 2 minutes every day. 2 minutes every day. Michelle, for 8 minutes. That's all. For 8 minutes. And I promise you, your brain has changed. And I know this. It took them one night. Listen. It took them one night to get out of Egypt. Could you? Okay, here it is, Michelle. It took them one night. It took them one night to get out of Egypt. But it took them 40 years to get the Egypt out of them. Mm-hmm. So you can get out of it, but how long is it gonna take for it to come out of you? Michelle, there it goes. For 2 minutes, affirm his nearness in your heart. For 2 minutes, visualize God's presence in your mind. For 2 minutes, access God's nearness through prayer. And for 2 minutes, reflect his presence in your demeanor. Listen, physically, I look like my father because I am his offspring. I look like my uncles. The genetic disposition is all in me. You mean to tell me if I can look like a person naturally and I had very little to do with that, but now that I'm intentional about this, what am I going to look like my father who's spiritual? God inhabits the praise of his people. That's why I'm very leery of, listen, y'all, listen. I did not like going to the club and party with folk who didn't want to get down and party and holler and do all the things that it took to keep the party going. I don't do party poopers well. The same goes for my life in praise. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I can't do it. So make sure you do that because you don't want to go backward. Remember, it's Jeremiah 7:24. Don't romanticize the fake and fall in love with the fake and then asking God and everybody else for you to keep it real. No, 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 no. Doesn't work like that. Y'all, I've had a fun. I've had a time with y'all today. I've had a time all this week. It's been great. It's been rewarding. It's been fulfilling. I'm grateful. Has taken place. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have some guests. I'll let y'all know what time we're gonna be on. Romero and I are supposed to be doing some things. Um, Interviewing actually his mother. She's an author. Where's her book? This book right here. This is the new book. Boom. When she speaks, when she speaks, when she speaks, when she speaks, when she speaks. Also, tomorrow morning, that'll be tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow morning. You better get it. You better get it. That's tomorrow morning. All right, y'all. Everybody hit at highlight at followers. I need Michelle, you have to go back and catch the beginning. You have to go back and catch the beginning to listen to all of this. Hey y'all, it's Capri Cares. Know that I care that I know. I will see y'all tomorrow. I cannot wait for tomorrow. Uh for the show with Don, which will actually be conversations with Cornelius. Because we have to talk. Listen, now that we've romanticized the fictitious, now we have to talk about my reaction versus my response. Everybody put that in the chat. Before you get off, I need to learn that there's a difference between a reaction and a response. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings. Ha ha ha.